See that cover?
Yeah.
Open it. Now you killing. Close it up. Now you ain't.
Now you're killing, now you ain't. The M3 grease gun is one of the most iconic weapons from the Second World War. It's a weapon that I've been looking forward to in Battlefield 5 for quite some time, and unfortunately it has come at a time when I'm not really playing Battlefield 5 much at all. As you'll have seen from a previous video, BF5 is a game that I haven't really played much since the turn of the year, and I've instead been playing some older Battlefield games and then some Call of Duty as well. I know I've gone over to the wrong side of the fence really, but whatever, I need to find myself some FPS games that I actually enjoy playing. Hopefully with upcoming patches, DICE can really do something to improve Battlefield 5, and then maybe we can enjoy some of these interesting weapons that have started dropping over recent weeks. The BAR, the Type 2A, albeit a bit overpowered, and then this M3 grease gun. It's light, it runs 45 ACP, and inspired by the MP40 and Sten gun, it was a reliable and now iconic weapon used by the US Army. Introduced in late 1942, the M3 grease gun didn't actually reach the front line until mid-1944 due to delays in production, and it did see limited combat during the Second World War. Since then though, lots of variants have been extensively used, with the weapon still in active service and apparently is actually being used right now in the Syrian civil war, a testament to the design of the weapon. It's referred to as the grease gun, or the greaser, and you've probably seen videos by both Westy and JatFrags looking at the reasons for this. Essentially, it just has visual similarities to an actual grease gun used by a mechanic, or somebody like that. It looked similar to it, so it eventually got that name, grease gun, or just simply greaser. Looking at some of the stats behind the weapon, it has a maximum damage of 33 with a pretty severe drop off after 10 meters. As with most of the SMGs in the medic class, CQB is going to be your friend with a lot of them, and the M3 is indeed at its strongest in close quarters. The issue though is that it has the slowest rate of fire in the entire class, and in my opinion, Battlefield 5 in close quarters often lends itself to having a high rate of fire, hip-firing meme cannon like the Type 2A. So this M3 is probably not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Sure, you can argue that if you hit your bullets, maybe it does have a faster time to kill than other SMGs, but in reality that's never going to be something that often happens. The issue is also within that range you are likely to come up against a lot of Nambu Type 2As, so until DICE do something about that weapon, whether it needs balancing or the other SMGs need bringing up to that level, because I think it is very strong in its current setup, I'm not sure this M3 is going to be that popular. It does offer one thing though that a lot of other weapons don't, and that is a suppressor. You can pick it as your level 4 specialization on the bottom left. Is it something that you really should be looking at? Well, I think it could be quite a good specialization. The only thing it really does offer though is a lack of directional hit marker for the enemy that you shoot. That's kind of good, I suppose. It can be nice for some flanks. You might incorporate it into your gameplay a little bit. It's not something that would make me choose this weapon over something else though, and I think I will be sticking to either the ZK or maybe the Type 2A or Suomi for my SMG needs. With an RPM of 449, the grease gun is the slowest in class. However, its bullets do deal the most damage within 10 meters at around 33. This could mean a 3-bullet kill if you're lucky. 3 bullets is decent in CQB, but then again, I'd still rather just take the Nambu Type 2A with the extended magazine and do 20 damage within 10 meters. An extra bullet is not that difficult to hit when you have over 1,000 bullets firing per minute. In terms of a magazine, it's just your simple 30 round mag. That's about right, about average. There's no real need to have any more than that unless you're looking at one of the big, fast firing 50 round magazine SMGs. The 20 round mags like the MP34 and the MAB38, unless you go for that extended magazine specialization, do feel like they don't really have enough and you're struggling after 1 or 2 enemies a lot of the time. Me especially, if you miss a few bullets you often find yourself relying on a secondary weapon or having to reload. The grease gun doesn't really have that issue, and its reload is fairly decent as well when you have bullets left at around 2 seconds and completely empty is 3 seconds. It's not the worst at all, it's actually quite competitive in that medic class. There are a few ways to specialise this weapon. I would suggest going for either slings or swivels or quick aim, whichever one you prefer, and then I go down the right hand side with custom stock and then lightened stock, and I use the suppressor because why not, it's something a bit different. That is up to you though. Some people prefer to use this as a more hipfire focused weapon, so down the left side it really does depend. As I said though, it's not a weapon that I think I'll be using too much in this medic class. One more thing just to touch on today, it's only going to be a short video. The extreme weather playlist in Battlefield 5 has dropped, and finally we're starting to see some more interesting playlists come out from DICE. We've seen a few, larger tank maps in rotation than the smaller infantry focused maps, but this is the sort of stuff that DICE need to be doing. Dropping these playlists, and if they turn out to be very popular, if people really like these playlists, and in my opinion Hamada is a better map with the Sandstorm because you're not getting sniped or hit by a Pack 40 across the entire map, why not keep them? Why not have a playlist just like this? It makes it more interesting, especially Devastation having the slightly different fog and feeling about it. Maybe DICE should take a look at how popular this is. If it is popular, keep them in rotation for the foreseeable future. So as I said, only a short video today. As I stated in my previous BF5 video, I haven't really been playing Battlefield 5 too much in 2020. In fact, I hadn't touched it at all until this weapon came out and I had to unlock it. I thought I'd jump back on and see if things have improved with this M3 grease gun dropping, but it doesn't appear as if they have. I'm still waiting for that first big patch from DICE in 2020 to see the direction that Battlefield 5 will be taking. The new playlist is something a bit fresh, and I will always enjoy unlocking new weapons, but as you've probably seen, my game runs badly and servers are fairly awful right now. Not exactly my idea of fun, but there you go, we each have our own preferences. Thanks for watching, I hope you've been enjoying this new weapon, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Done much killing?
No.
You will. Boys, take him through that gun.